everyone, and welcome to my channel. My name is Shawnee and we are Glitzy Stitches Home DIY. Today I am bringing you a gnome jar. Okay, what we're going to do with this jar is my daughter and I were Christmas shopping and I seen this and I said I can make that. So I'm pretty excited about this. I'm going to really try to duplicate this, guys. And what it is we're going to take this jar, leave it just as is. I'm going to decorate the top a little bit. This is a T. Marzetti dressing jar, and I actually found this at a thrift store, brought it home, washed it up. I'm going to take this little cutout here that I also got at the very same thrift store. I'm going to cut this circle out. I'm going to set it on top. What we will need for this is I have some apple barrel red flag, or flag red, however you want to say it, acrylic paint. And what we're going to do is we're going to hot glue this on here like so. But we're going to paint around this, okay? And what else you'll need is some type of candy to fill this with when we're finished. I have taken the Redbird peppermints. They are my absolute favorite candy in the whole wide world. Thought I despised them, tried them one day, and now they're my favorite. You're going to need some felt. I have some black felt just cut out in little 2-inch squares. Let me measure this to make sure I'm telling you guys right. 2.5. 2.5 by 2.5-inch squares for the little feet. And you'll need the red felt, some red felt. You guys, you can use material for this too, but this is going to be for his arms and his legs. And then we're going to need the sock. And what I'm going to do with the sock is, obviously he's not going to need to be my mambo jumbo gnome. He's just going to need to be like a decent size, because we're going to have him hanging on this jar. So what we're going to do, I have some extra red felt here just in case I need it. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to cut this sock off. Guys, what I'm going to do is take this like this. All right, go straight across. Okay, just let me see. Let me measure it, and if it works, we'll know. Okay, this is about 5.5, guys. A good 5.5 inches. Okay, what I'm going to stuff this with, you do not want to overstuff this for sure, is the pillow that I bought at Walmart, guys, the stuffing inside. So it's really, really good. Okay, guys, and what I'm going to do is just like we would do normally. You can shape this stuff. I love it, guys. And you know what? We do want him to be more vertical. We don't want our little gnome here to be super fat. You know, you'd want to get the gnome idea, of course, but he needs to be kind of vertical. You want to take your little elastic and you want to tie him off up here, okay? And you can keep shaping these guys. They're so versatile. I just love it. Okay, just like so. Just like that, guys. Okay, and you'll need a bead, just a medium-sized bead. And what I do is I take a bead and I put a little bit of glue here, a little bit of hot glue, put it in the center as good as possible. Okay, and when it's dried pretty good, I'm going to take and I'm going to do this, and I'm going to take my elastic and I'm going to double my elastic around this. Okay. Then I'm going to trim my elastic off as close as I can get to the base, because we always want to be able to see that bead, because that's how we're going to glue his actual foot on. The arms and the legs, guys. But before I do that, I want to paint around my ridge here. I want to get that done so that can be drying while we're doing other things. Okay, so I'm going to get my paintbrush. Okay, get it moistened here. Just like so. And we're going to paint around. I'm going to leave it right on the jar to do this, guys. I'm just going to try to have a steady hand doing it. If it goes up on the top a little bit, that's no biggie, because we're going to be Oops, there's some in the jar though. We don't want it in the jar necessarily. Here, let me see if I can do this. All right, there we go. Okay, just like so. Paint job here. All right. One little spot where we got a little on. We can scrape that right off once this dries. Okay, guys. So we're going to let this dry. All right, just like that. And for our legs, I'm going to run a little bit of glue right here, right along here. We're going to meet it in the center, just like a little bit like this. Okay, I'm going to bend this over like this. Come meet that right up there, and the rest should follow. Keyword is should, guys. All right, there it goes. Okay, there it goes. Now, I'm going to try to get away with not putting any stuffing in these. I do think they'll maintain their form. They should, as small as they're going to be for the project we're doing, they should be just fine. You can cut these and even them, guys. You can do anything. It's really, really flexible. In there. Okay, just like this. All right, just like that. That's perfect. Okay. Right, just like that. Right, just like that. These are going to be nice. All right. And there we go. And that one's done. Okay, just like this. And the idea is, guys, okay, so we have our legs and arms and legs made. What we want to do is we want to put our hat together. You want to put the two right sides together like so. And we're just going to simply glue it. Some hot glue. Run a bead as close as you can to the edge. Just like that. Then we're going to trim this in a little bit, but we're going to let that dry. Okay. Now we're going to do his nose. And as you know, the gnome nose is one of the most important things about the gnome. So we're going to take our brush. I have a real soft brush here. We're going to take some blush, some pink blush, right like so. And we're just going to color his little nose. Just get some of that color on there, some of that shimmery pink goodness going on. There we go. Just a wee bit, just so it's not like stark, shocking white. Now, we're going to stick it on here, okay? Now, we're going to do this. We want it kind of right in the center like that. Going to take a little bit of hot glue, twirl this around, guys, so you get less strings, and boom. Put it right in there like that. If you have something sharp, you can go down in here with and kind of help adhere it. That's awesome. Okay. Might want your finger protectors for these, guys. All right. Just like so. Just like that. Now, I've taken his beard. I trimmed this out from the faux fur that I bought at Joann's the other day. Just in a V, like in a little V in the back with my knife, guys. I did not cut this. And you do not want to cut this with scissors. You will wreck your fur. You want to trim just the material in the back, just the backing, and then you want to rip it the rest of the way. For some reason, guys, it rips straight. I have no idea, don't know why, but the stuff rips beautifully. Okay, so we're going to take our hot glue and we're going to go just like that. Just go around that V, guys. Okay, and just go up here and snug it up under that nose, just like so. All right, there we go. There we go. There's our gnome with his beard and his nose. Looking good. I love it. Okay, now on to the hat. You know the hat is most important as well. So we want to trim off any real bad excess that we have down here. Now this is going to have to stick a little bit better than that. I'm not liking that too well. Okay, so we're going to take and go just like this. Okay, just a wee bit here we have hanging off. A wee bit. Okay, now I'm going to try to turn this right side out. Like so. And there we go. Okay. There we go, guys. Okay, I'm going to get his hat on and we'll be right back. Okay, friends, so I've taken and I've trimmed our gnome with some gold trim that I had that I purchased at the liquidation center. I've taken a Christmas bulb from one of the light sets at the Dollar Tree and I put it on the end of our hat and glued it to his head at the side. This looks so cute. Now what we're going to do is we're going to set our little gnome aside just like so. And we're going to attach our arms and our legs. Okay, now our arms. Okay, that's going to come off easy. Okay, our arms are like this. I have hot glue strings all over me. Okay, our arms are going to go perfectly around here, guys. Just perfect. Okay, so what we want is we want it at the flat part and we want them to join just like so. Okay. All right, so we're going to put a dab of the hot glue right here in the back. Pretty good dab, guys, because you want this to stick just like so. Okay, just like that. Okay, that's all we need. Don't worry about your hot glue showing because our gnome's going to cover that up. Then you just want to press real tight, guys, just like so. Just like that. Don't worry about the hot glue showing again. Okay, now we have to get these to a join, okay, in the front, just like so. So we want to put a wee bit of hot glue there and a wee bit of hot glue. That's so perfect, guys. Okay, so let me measure this and tell you how long this is again. Okay, this is 9.5 inches, guys. We'll go around this jar. Okay, so we're going to put a dab of hot glue here. We'll put it right on the felt. Okay, dab here. Okay, squeeze for a second. And we're going to put a dab here. Okay, now the arms need to join, guys, just like so. Okay, because our legs are not going to join. Okay, I'm going to put a little bit more here. A little bit more right there. Okay, now a little bit more, just like that. Okay, so now our arms are joined. If they're loose, guys, that's okay. That's okay. It makes it look more natural. Now we can go back and clean up some of this red that's on here and stuff from my paint, guys. Now, what we want to do now is we want to cut this out, okay, because I want to get our snowman top on there before we adhere our gnome, okay. So clear this off a little bit, guys. Okay, so we want to get the circle cut just like so. Go right so, and I'm going to adhere it, be right back. Okay, we've got Mr. Gnome attached to the jar. Now what we want to do is we want to put his legs on. I put some hot glue here. You want to put one of his legs right in front of him, in front of the jar, just like so. This will be the leg closest to the jar right here. Okay. And then we have his second leg. We're going to want to cut that to size as well. Okay, about right there. Okay, guys, about right there. You can always adjust these if need be, guys. We want to put that about right there. That's perfect. There we go. Now, what we're going to do, I want to trim his beard up a little bit here, guys, because we want to be able to see our shoes. Okay, so with that said, oh boy, I don't want to make him look straggly, but it is what it is, and it just might look that way. Okay. All right, guys. There we go. Just like that. See his little shoes dangling a little bit there? There he is. I think that's cute. Oh my goodness, this is turning out good. Okay, now, so what we want to do right here. Okay, friends, we're going to go ahead and we're going to call this a finished project. I decided to make a mitten and put just one in here, guys. It gives the illusion that he's really hugging that jar of candy. His little legs are dangling here. He's holding on tight. I love the way this turned out. This is going to be really great for my grandchildren, and I cannot wait to give this to them. Okay, guys, and I hope you like this too. This was a fun project, and you have a blessed day. Thank you for joining me. If you're not subscribed, go ahead and hit that subscription button, hit that notification bell, and you will be notified each time I upload a new video. And I appreciate you guys so very much. Give me a great big thumbs up. Helps to grow my channel. We reached 1K, guys, and it's all because of you guys, and I am so, so grateful. All right, you guys, thank you so much. Have a blessed day. Bye.